This is IGN. An enjoyable, personality-packed builder set in a surprisingly deep world. This is your IGN review of Pokemon Pokopia by Rebecca Valentine. Given the recent love for Pokemon stuff that simply lets you watch them hang out in different environments, like new Pokemon Snap, Detective Pikachu, Pokemon Go, etc., it's astonishing that it took this long for Pokemon Pokopia to emerge. It marries two ideas that probably should have been smashed together a long time ago: life sims and Pokemon. Koei Tecmo's Omega Force was the right studio to snatch the idea up too, after its success working on Dragon Quest Builders 2 with Square Enix, and its ongoing positive reputation for Dynasty Warriors X Nintendo crossovers. Given all this, I came into Pokemon Pokopia having built up skyscraper hopes, and I'm happy to say it exuberantly met me at the top. In Pokopia, you play as a Ditto that is transformed into the roughly human shape of their former trainer, who is now missing. Ditto is released unexpectedly into a Kanto region that looks, quite different from what you might remember in other games. You start in the ruins of what you'll very quickly recognize as Fuchsia City, but drought-stricken and with buildings reduced to rubble. A friendly Tangrowth posing as a Pokemon professor is there to greet you, and together, the two of you undertake a 40-plus hour effort to restore the region to its former glory, in hopes of attracting both people and Pokemon back home. This turns out to be a pretty compelling premise, both in the mystery you'll slowly uncover about what happened to the world, as well as in how that recovery ties closely into your actual minute-to-minute tasks. You'll start by rebuilding natural Pokemon habitats, such as patches of tall grass or flowers, which will in turn attract new Pokemon to come live within them, but eventually construct whole buildings and furniture pieces as you build out a little community. As a Ditto, you have the ability to transform into other Pokemon, allowing you to use their abilities to restore the land. For instance, a Squirtle will teach you Water Gun early on, which allows you to water the dry ground and bring back dead trees, bushes, grass, and flowers. From a Bulbasaur, Ditto learns Leafage, allowing them to raise up new tall grass from previously empty ground. Rock Smash breaks rocks, Cut chops up foliage, and so on. Much later, you'll be able to turn into a Lapras to surf across water, and finally, a Dragonite will teach you to fly, glide through the air. This is where a lot of Pokopia's personality shines, as it really goes all in on reminding you that you are a Ditto, a blobby pink creature that can shapeshift into anything. One minor issue that tripped me up, however, was the storage in Pokopia. Ditto has an inventory that can be expanded over time, and you can also construct storage boxes both small and large to put more items in. This works for a while, but because there's no unified storage, by the end of Pokopia, I was having trouble remembering what box and what region I had put that certain item I now needed. Frequently, when a quest called for something specific, I had to fast travel between multiple regions, through multiple loading screens, then look through multiple boxes just to find it. I understand wanting to limit storage during Pokopia's story mode so that you don't haul enormous quantities of junk from place to place, and are instead forced to use each new environment to solve your problems. But the post-game really needed some sort of unified interconnected storage box between all the regions into which I can dump 20 stacks of 99 sand. Pokopia has a multiplayer mode where you and up to 3 friends can explore each other's worlds and even build together. I unfortunately wasn't able to test this ahead of release, as online functionality wasn't enabled. Based on what I've seen from previews, this development team's past work on Dragon Quest Builders 2, and my understanding of Pokopia's mechanics, I don't expect any surprises here. Building up massive Pokemon towns with the help of my pals? Sign me up. Pokemon Pokopia is a real treat, an enjoyable building and town simulator that capitalizes on the charming personalities of its monsters in a way that appeals to both the creative and collector alike. It's packed with fun things to do and worthy rewards for doing them, and strikes a healthy balance between freedom and suggestion in its building mechanics, despite a few precision nitpicks. All of this is housed in an adorable adventure through an interesting and surprisingly deep setting that presses all the nostalgia buttons for longtime fans. And it all shines especially bright in its lovable protagonist's blobby pink hands. Pokemon Pokopia's IGN score? A solid 9 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Pokemon Pokopia updates, visit us at IGN.com.